This is Predator Hunting Radio. Welcome to episode number 6. My name is Tony Abreu. I am your host. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about how to keep your meat once you harvest an animal. We're also going to be getting into a little bit of the State of the Union. Then I'm going to drop a couple of different things in the middle just to promote some of the things that I'm doing right now as far as helping other people and doing some special stuff. So let's go ahead and get into this. Episode number 6. So really quick, right now, what we have going on, we are in North Central Florida, and basically we have a little operation going on where we are actually taking people on thermal hunts. So if that's something that you are interested in, it doesn't matter where you are, you can fly in, whatever, you can drive in, you can drive up, down, whatever, you can be in this area, it doesn't matter. We're just located probably about 5 or 6 miles outside of the north end of Gainesville, Florida. And basically we are doing thermal hog hunts on like Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday nights. We're just getting started, so I'm not sure how fast and how tight we can pack them, but right now our schedule is wide open. So if you want to book that, you can go right now to thermalhoghunt.com. You can see the schedule, you can go ahead and book that, and basically you can come out here and do some awesome hunts. And I'm going to be next week sharing a link to a video that we did of a guy that we just took hunting, which brings me into my first topic here, which is how to keep your meat once you do it. So we had this guy Mike come out last Friday or 2 Fridays ago. We took him on his first hunt. He killed a nice fat boar hog, and it was his first pig ever, first time ever shooting an AR-15. We're running Pulsar XQ50 Thermions, and basically took him out. He made a great shot. The pig went down. We went back and cleaned it. We threw it in a cooler, and we put ice on it, and what to do with your meat next. So I am not a professional meatsman, but I have dealt with a lot of meat. Actually, in these farms last year, I was able to harvest over 30 deer in 3 months just during the growing season, legally at night with tags and also permits. So I know a little bit of what to do with meat. And basically what I do with meat is, number one, when I clean it, obviously you pull the hide off and you quarter it up. I generally will end up with hams that I cut right off the bone, so the hams are boneless. You got 2 back straps, 2 hams. Sometimes you get loins, just depends. I didn't really mess with them on the boar hog because I don't generally gut an animal unless I really have to, or it's going to be a while before I clean it. And then you got shoulders, depending on the damage done, from the shot. So basically you clean those, rinse them off, throw them in a cooler, ice them down. What I generally like to do is I like to ice my meat down for at least 3 to 7 days, sometimes even longer. One time I had a deer in a cooler for 17 days on ice, and that's kind of like wet aging it. Whenever you keep it in the cooler that long, or even some people will take exposed meat and put it in a refrigerator for 21 days, and that's basically called dry aging. I have not tried that yet, but as soon as I kill my next deer, I'm going to try that, and it's supposedly really, really good. So, but as far as a pig, let's just say, I'd go anywhere from 3 to 7 days, and I would just keep putting ice on top of it, make sure that the plug's draining. And what that'll do is, as the ice melts, it'll pull a lot of the blood and a lot of the gamey taste, not all of it, but a lot of it out of the meat. And then at that point, whenever I'm finished with the span that I want to do that, then I'll basically take the meat, and I'll probably end up cooking some of it, but also you can't obviously cook a whole hog unless you're having a party. That's a lot of meat. I mean, there was a lot of meat on that pig. And what I would end up doing is basically I would cook what I was going to cook, set some out, maybe even put some in marinade and put them in Ziploc bags and marinade. That's good, because what that'll do is that'll season the meat. As you freeze it, you can freeze it, you can leave it in the fridge for a couple days, and then you cook it, with the marinade already on there. As well, you can freeze it that way as well. So whenever you thaw it out, it's already in there and you just put it on the grill or however you're going to cook it. Also, I would vacuum seal it. Vacuum sealing is definitely a good technique. Obviously, you can keep your meat a lot longer in the freezer that way so it doesn't get freezer burnt. But basically, if I were doing that, I would shave all the meat off the bone and I would put everything in freezer bags and Ziploc bags and put it in the freezer. That way you have that animal for months to come. And for somebody who has never done that, you know, you don't really know that. And that's kind of why I'm sharing this, because you obviously can't eat, you know, 80 pounds of meat in one day. You can't, and if you cook it up, it's just going to be really hard. Like for me and my family, if I cooked a Boston butt, it would take me over a week to eat that whole thing. After I cooked it on Sunday, I'd be eating it into the next week. So, you know, you definitely want to try to plan on how to keep your meat for longer. So you take portions of it, maybe just take a portion of this and a portion of this and a portion of this and cook it in the next 3 days, and then take the rest and put it up in the freezer, put it in a vacuum sealed bag, and even write on it, you know, what it is and the year it came from. So that way you can do it. Also, you can take it to a processor. A lot of times they'll just put the whole thing in the freezer and just let it freeze. Sometimes they'll put it in a cooler and then they'll go ahead and process it and then they'll freeze it again. So it really just depends on what you want. But either way, if you remove the bones, they're going to charge you less because they don't have to do that. But also, you know, you're going to want to try to plan this stuff out before you just go shooting something and not knowing really what to do. So if you have any questions on that, or if you have any comments even on that, or if you have a special way that you do it, drop a comment below and share with the, you know, everybody who watches and about how you do it, because I don't know everything. Like I said, I'm not a meatsman, I'm not a butcher, but I do have a lot of experience with it, and that's how I like to do it personally. So getting into the next phase of the thing, don't forget thermalhoghunt.com, book your hog hunt, and let's go into the next phase is basically the State of the Union. So I am back at the pig bait site right here. It's been a whole week since I've basically the feed ran out. There has been maybe an occasional pig coming here or there, but not a whole bunch. And I am about to make another video really quick and drop my special pig bait up in this joker right here and get it ready for next week. And hopefully we can get some people out here shooting some pigs, because I can't shoot them all. So that's pretty much it with that. As far as the State of the Union goes, though, I really have not had a chance to be out, and I have to be better at that. I'm still waiting on deer tags to come, which I'm not even sure if they're going to come. It's kind of a weird year. Like I said, last year we had plenty of tags. I had plenty of farmers that were sharing me around, and this year, you know, oh, I don't really have any deer coming here. And then I talked to another farmer and I got deer coming, and then I talked to his partner and I can't get tags and they don't have tags. And I talked to another dude that I just met through another farmer who's apparently a big hunter, a big nighttime hunter, and he's still waiting on tags, having a hard time getting tags. So apparently this is just one of them years where the tags are kind of weird, which is cool because I'll just do other things, you know. I mean, although the deer meat is definitely a plus, and having a lot of deer meat early in the season makes it easier for me not to have to hunt, you know, during the actual hunting season, because I'd rather have deer meat than shoot horns any day. So, I mean, yeah, I like killing big bucks, but at the same time, it takes a lot of time to do that, and I'd rather focus on my goal here of killing 100 predators this year. So that's pretty much it with that. As far as, you know, the pigs are definitely coming out. The coyotes are definitely in this area prevalently, so we're always after them. I just have to get out more, and you know, getting out 2 and 3 nights a week, sometimes repetitively, and trying to do the thermal hog hunts is going to be a little bit of an issue. But at the same time, that's what we do. So we're just going to have to push through it. And, you know, it's fun, definitely fun helping people kill pigs, and especially for the first time. So that's pretty much it with the State of the Union. We haven't really moved any, although we're going to try to go maybe knock something down tonight. Definitely always opportunities. And that's a cool thing, because I just came in about 30 minutes ago before I got all this stuff, and down the road here they just planted a bunch of corn, which is exactly, you know, kind of where we were hunting in another spot down the road here on the corn where he shot the pigs. But there were right off the highway, and there's no woods. I mean, they had to cross the road to get to where they were, but there was probably 10, 50 or 60 pound pigs just right off the road in the corn, just tearing it up. So definitely a lot of pigs around right now, and the corn, it's like pig season, I guess. And as far as the actual coyotes go, I know the fawns are dropping. I know a buddy of mine's got fawns on camera, so he's also got a lot of coyotes on camera. That's about 15 minutes from here. So I'm probably going to catch up with him this week, and we're going to try to go put some more pressure on him over there. He's got them on his camera, and we definitely want to get in front of them because they are killing the baby deer, and we do not want them killing the baby deer, that's for sure. So just more opportunities are always there. Just got to keep pushing, and that's about it. So with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Really quick, the last thing I want to talk about in this little podcast, and this is going to be probably one of my shorter episodes, but basically, you know, we're doing basically night hunting, and this is my rifle I'm using right now. It's a 6.5 Grendel with the Thermion XQ50, which is basically a thermal rifle scope. It's amazing, by Pulsar. And you know, one of the things, this obviously costs a lot of money. Most people, whenever they get into the night hunting thing, they jump in with night vision. That's exactly what I did, and I have a lot of experience with different scopes in the night vision realm. And then I'm jumping into the thermals. I'm selling thermals as well. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you is basically 7 things to consider when purchasing your next night scope. So, you know, I've been through it. There's a lot of things that, you know, I've learned over the actual time that I've spent out here doing this stuff, from magnification to batteries to just, you know, night vision versus thermal in general. I've learned a lot, and I got this basically free PDF that you can download. Definitely download that, you know, for free. And that didn't make any sense. That's kind of funny, but I was trying to remember the link for that. But I got a free PDF. If you're looking to buy a new night scope in the near future, definitely go to yournextnightscope.com. Just type that in the bar up top, click through, drop your email address, and you're going to get sent to a free PDF. And basically that PDF is going to save you time, money, and aggravation when it comes to your next night vision scope, or your next night optics. So basically, you know, it's free. Check it out. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end this episode. Hopefully, I'm hoping to definitely start reaching out to people and start doing some interviews in the near future. This is the 6th episode, and I definitely want to do, you know, more interviews with people. I got to figure out the whole format on that, so you have to bear with me. This is all new territory for me. I've never done anything like this before, but I'm just trying to provide value, and at the same time, you know, talk about things that I know are valuable in the stuff that I'm doing that other people don't know that I could possibly learn. So that's pretty much it. Episode 6 in the books. Thanks for watching. If you liked, you know, this episode, please smash that like button. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe and actually click the all so you get the notifications. Click the bell so you get the, you know, the notifications whenever they come out. I try to drop these out every Wednesday night, although a couple weeks ago I got delayed because my internet was out and it kind of messed me up. But other than that, smash the like button, subscribe, and we will see you on the next episode.